Now at 11, plans are on hold to overhaul the United States Postal Service after concern and backlash from voters, lawmakers, and USPS employees across the country. Postmaster General Louis DeJoy announced the pause on changes he said would save money to avoid the appearance of impacting the general election when many people plan to vote by mail.
WRTV's Cornelius Hawker talked to a nonpartisan organization that says with 11 weeks to go, their only focus is letting people know how they can exercise their right to vote.
COVID has really been a game changer for elections in the United States.
Rhea Cain, president of the League of Women Voters, has been tackling the changes created by COVID head on. One of the biggest being voting by mail to avoid the chance of catching coronavirus.
We as an organization are strongly encouraging folks to actually have their ballot in the mail no later than October 19th.
That's 3 days before the deadline to even apply for a mail-in ballot. But Rhea tells me it's important to do things as early as possible because Indiana isn't a state prepared for a huge increase of mail-in ballots.
We feel that is giving the clerks all throughout the state of Indiana enough time to get their ducks in a row.
Voting by mail has turned into a political issue after President Trump claimed it would lead to fraud, despite not having any evidence of that. And the current Postmaster General implementing changes which slowed down mail delivery, changes that have stopped until after the election. But the impact of all that is minimal on the work the League of Women Voters is doing.
I'm going to be real honest with you. It's not going to change too much of our messaging.
If you're worried about putting your ballot in the mail, but want to avoid long lines on November 3rd, Rhea offers up this alternative.
If you are able to vote early in person, so 28 days before the election, the clerk's office will be open and allow for early voting.
However you choose to vote, Rhea stresses it's important to plan ahead. And if you do have trouble, she urges you to reach out to your lawmakers, local, state, and federal to express your frustrations.
It is a constitutional right. Voting is not a privilege, it's a right. And so governments need to do everything in their power to make the voting booth as accessible as it can be to its citizens.
Working for you, Cornelius Hawker, WRTV.
Information on how to vote here in Indiana, whether by mail or in person, can be found in this story on our website at WRTV.com.